Hello and welcome to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Tom Block and Coach Fisher. And Coach, congratulations. It wasn't easy. Nobody said it would be, and it rarely is, but a 2017 hard-fought victory over Boston College.
It really was. Boston College came in ready to play. We knew they were. They were a very physical team and very different in their approach. They did things on offense, but extremely efficient. Steve Adazio does a great job. He's done a great job with those guys. Defensively, they do a good job in special teams, and it was a heck of a football game, and the weather conditions added to that. I thought, a dreary, rainy at times day, and it limited you at some things, how you could do things, but still stayed in good shape in our footing. And I thought we, for the most part, threw and caught the ball well. And you think about it, there was only one turnover in the game, if I'm not mistaken, and for a wet, dreary day.
Well, and there was, a close game, but a lot still to build on and be pleased with, and maybe most notably, the drive to finish the game was really impressive.
12 plays, 66 yards, eat the last 4:34 of the clock up, take the game and get the points and win the game, and a tremendous drive by our guys running and throwing the football.
20-17, the final score. Obviously, you know how it ends with a game-winning kick from Roberto Aguayo. We will get you to all the highlights when we come back. Stay with us. We're just getting started here on the Jimbo Fisher Show. Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Boston College comes to town, Coach, and a couple things about BC, in my estimation, across the gamut, whatever the sport, they're going to get the most out of what they have and give you a tremendous effort. And then, secondly, this game was between Miami and Florida, which is not ideal in terms of where it fell on the schedule when you think about two games with rivals.
It isn't for that part, but that's part of playing in football. You have to, every week is one game. One counts, one win, one loss, and no matter who if you're a rival before, rival after. And you knew BC, again, Steve does a tremendous job with those guys. They come in, they were physical, and they played very well, and it was a heck of a football game.
It really was. Your team, despite the weather, got off to a great start, and it was a
wet
day.
I had to get on the weather, man. It's supposed to have been sunny.
Good to see Burt Reynolds back.
Tremendous to see Burt go out there and plant the spirit, and got to spend some time with my office, and Burt and I are friends, and he's a tremendous guy. Burt is one heck of a guy.
And a proud Seminole, obviously.
The first drive was this play right here. If we get this cut block out of this first play, has a chance to go. But, we did a great job in that first drive, mixing run and pass, and really, taking a 14-play drive and going straight down the field and scoring. Great. This is critical. Last week, we missed that first third down. We were 3 for 3 in third downs here, and that was a great catch by Nick O'Leary. Here he is now, first down. James checking down the third down to Carlos Williams, who I thought had played a very outstanding game, running, catching, and blocking. Then Dalvin, great run by Dalvin, another very good game. Up front, Big Rod Johnson again in there blocking people. Cam did a great job at center. There's Josue and Cam pulling outside on a little sweep, and great blocking out there by Bobo and Travis Rudolph, and did a good job blocking downfield. Now we hit a little stretch play out here on short yardage. Carlos switching the ball on short yard, pick up 14. Great job by Nick O'Leary on that play, he and Freddie Stevenson. Bobby Hart also had a great day along with Trey Jackson. Again, now we're doing a really good job of mixing the run and pass here. Staying physical in the game here. We had a little naked. I like seeing him give it to him just a hair earlier. I think if he got to him a hair earlier, he might have come out there and got him more, but just about a step early on these two little naked plays right here. And here we come back on a third down again. Similar type play to Carlos in the flat, but really good job of affecting that football and getting it down in the red zone here to be ready to score. So we had a little stretch play. Again, keep stretching that thing another step or two. He might have hit a seam over here, but good job getting it down in there. And Carlos, good lead block right there. See, Dalvin can block also. Great block right there by Nick and the boys, and got him up in the end zone, and great run by Carlos Williams.
Well, and so you do away with the slow starts. You get 7 on your
exactly
first drive.
Right. Now, I tell you what they do. They're very content. A great job by Tyler Hunter, P.J. Williams. Just staying 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards. Now they run a little boot naked right here, get on the edge. But it's 3 or 4 yards. You say, okay, you played it pretty good, but then you get every 3 or 4 yards, it's a first down. Now they run the counter. They run that counter tray. We actually had this played right. We actually had an extra guy. P.J. went to take it on, and that guy went up inside, and he missed him and we lost contain. We actually had the guys perfect there. Tackled, a good job right here. I can't see who that is. That looked like Nate Andrews. Our safeties, we had to trigger our safeties a little bit and come a little quicker on some support. We've been a little better off at times, and our backers had to feel just a little bit better. Power play there. Casher actually should have squeezed that down and made that play, and he's got a little misassignment. Great job of keeping him contained right here by P.J. Mario Edwards on the edge. Good job of Reggie getting over the top on the power. Now they got a quarterback run here, and we do a good job of stringing it out, stopping them on third down. Good job. I think that was Nate Andrews and P.J. Good job. They hit the field goal, got it through there, and 7-3. At least we held them to a field goal. But here, the first quarter's over.
Yeah,
each team only had the ball once. 2 big drives. Here, great throw on second down to Rashad. They brought a blitz. We picked it up and got a one-on-one out there like we wanted. See, look at that Big Rod picking that again. James checking down to in the flat here to Mario Pender on his third read. A little swing route. Good job by Mario. Again, now we get the ball back out here on another third down pickup by Travis Rudolph. Travis did a heck of a job in this game. And good job blocking up front, getting the protection. Now, again, back down to Travis on a little crossing route and the one-on-ones. And Jameis was doing a great job of really understanding what they were doing on defense and getting the ball to our playmakers at the right time. Here we get a little play action. And this is one I wish Rashad, oh, he wish he had that one back. You catch that one 99 out of 100 with him. See, that's why. You have a touchdown, then we turn it around and get a sack, just a high snap. Jameis is trying to get the snap down. It's just a high. That one's high. But now this is an important play. We're in a long field goal situation, but Jameis picks up about 10 or 12 of it back to be able to get us in a makeable field goal. And when you're 3rd and 20 right there, that's the big thing. Make sure this field goal is a makeable so we can get points out of this drive because we were down there. Had a touchdown, come away with the field goal, and again, leaving 4 points on the board. And that could hurt a team like them who doesn't throw the ball as much if we could get a 2 or 3 touchdown lead. Again, they run a power play or gap play up inside, and they got us pretty good. We got to trigger at linebacker and safety and field it. Good job by Matt. Now, there's how you trigger right there, like Matthew Thomas did right there. Just like Matthew Thomas. Good job here. Great job on the full blitz. Had a guy in the flat, and Casher gets his hands up, and they had an unblocked guy. We blitzed more than they could protect, and great job by Chris Casher. Here they hit the punt and contain. This is they kicked it just short enough. We got to get away from that ball. Almost got us. We got to give a Peter call and get out of there. And nice play action again by Jameis. Again, this is a backside read off of play action. Found Travis Rudolph again right down the middle of the field. Here they get a little motion play. Now this is the one. We'll debate. You got to make the play. Ball gets deflected. Seems like every time we get a ball tipped in there this year, it goes right to an interception. Kind of was a really good throw by Jameis. Good read. Just got to get open more. P.J. Williams there. Break got to be a little more solid on that tackle. We had him right there for about a 2-yard gain. Nice job here, guys up front. Again, 3 yards, 2 yards, and pick up a 3rd and 4 or 5. And they get in the pattern. We had him twice, and he scrambles out. We lose. Now, here's what. We had a guy in center field. He got greedy. Read the quarterback's eyes, looking to the side, and he should have stayed in the middle of the field. Jalen slipped on the play. Jalen just slipped. We had to reach, set his shoes after that, get him some longer cleats. He was slipping on the field, and that's what happens. But again, offense did a good job here coming back. After they answered up and got back into it, we took the ball right back down. Nice catch right there by Rashad, as always. Did a nice play action. Jameis dumping it down to a little crossing right here to Bobo Wilson, who does a good job of getting north-south on the play. And just staying ahead of the chains. Just staying ahead of the chains. Here we get a nice, now this is, we had a nice play out. He is going to have a one-on-one in the corner. If he makes it miss, it's going to be a big play. Not, we're going to pick up 5 or 6. Now 3rd down again. Carlos running hard on short yardage. Good job by Cam and the boys up front. And getting after it. Picked up our short yardages on the day. Play action by Jameis right here. Throws an S. Now we were lucky right here, but we got scared. This is, Rashad took that shot on the forearm. Great catch. Great throw by Jameis. It just was like a stinger on his elbow. Just hit a little nerve. And they wanted to take him in, check, make sure nothing was broken. He was perfectly fine. And just a bruise is what it turned out to be. And he's fine. Again, on the run play here, they wadded it up. They blitzed and kind of squeezed it down. Not really bad blocking. Just, that's pretty good defense here. Now we get a play action. Jameis finds Nick in a one-on-one on a crossing route coming over. And great job by Nick O'Leary. Had 3 or 4 really big catches on the day. Had a lot of big gains, 20, 22-yard gains on the day in his catches, and had a great game. Blocked extremely well. I was very happy the way he blocked in that game. That's big, puts us back up 17-10 before half. There's a perfect throw. Great job by Nick.
Limited possessions, too, obviously. 4 possessions, 3 scores.
Exactly right. And had a drop touchdown and then the interception. That was it. Had the field goal on the drop touchdown, but that's the way those games go. You got to be efficient. You can't wait to get started. Great broke tackle. We got to squeeze that down with our defensive end. He should have been over the top and squeezing that right down the inside right there. There's DeMarcus Walker. I thought had a really good game on the day. Played pretty good. Nice power play. Now they're bouncing these powers, getting them on out. We're wadding them up inside. There's Darby, Terrence Smith on the play. Now they hit a little jet sweep and get the edge right here. Jalen Ken's got to stay on the edge, and we got to bring that safety who's got to trigger and come down on the outside, which was late. We got that fixed later on, but they hit us there. Now they had a little play action. Great play by Jalen Ramsey right here. Big sack in the game, gets him back behind the sticks, 20 yards, and huge play on the blitz. Like he's really becoming such an effective guy off of that edge.
Athletic quarterback, too.
He is now. Tyler, that guy's ran for almost 1,200 yards this year now after our game. Good job by PJ, stopped him right there. You run for 1,200 yards now. That's pretty daggone good. Now they're back 7 on a draw, 3rd and long. We hold them up right here, and we're able to get it back before the half. They squib it out. We end up taking the knee right here, and just end in the half. And 17-10 coming, and we didn't take any chances. Backed up in the rain. Had it 4 times. Been very efficient. Let's go in and make our adjustments and trying to keep moving that ball.
And at the half, you have to be pleased with the way the offense is moving the football, given that that's a pretty good defense and very stout against the run.
They're top 15 in the country in defense. They had a great defense coming in, very multiple in the secondary, and they do a really nice job.
Wet conditions, and amazingly, that video we looked at, it really was raining more than it showed on that video. How much do you practice with a wet ball? Because James was pretty accurate.
We do it every week. We do it no matter what the weather has been every Tuesday, and then another day we pick out of the week. We will snap wet balls, throw wet balls. We work and we snap them for the kickers and holders. We prepare for that all year long.
You know, normally we chat about this before the show, our Napleton Infinity big play of the first half. Forgot to do that today, so I'm putting you on the spot. Are you going to go with the O'Leary touchdown catch? Or what?
Yeah, I think it was because it reestablished us back ahead, you know, in a game after a 10-10, start. They got down there and got that late touchdown and the blown coverage, and then we got that touchdown right back. Great throw and catch by Jamison Nick.
He really does a good job of just leading the receiver into the open part of the field.
His anticipation is as good as I've ever been around. And then he can, you know, he has the hand talent to take a little bit off, put a little bit on, whatever he has to do to get the ball where it has to be gotten to.
And Florida State with a lead at intermission as a result. But as you know, this one goes down to the wire, so plenty of good highlights still to come, especially the one at the end for Florida State. We'll continue on the Jimbo Fisher Show right after this. Championship season in review presented by Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
You know what I'm fighting for, y'all? An undefeated season and that shiny thing on this finger right here, and I know it's crooked, but a shiny thing on this finger right here saying Florida State, national champions. That's what I'm fighting for, and it begins today.
Shotgun formation with Devontae Freeman sidecar right, dropping the throw out of the gun is Winston, throws a pass over there. This one is caught by O'Leary at the 30-yard line. One-handed catch. Good snap. Here's the hole. The kick airborne. Plenty of leg. It is good. And the Seminoles lead. Dropping as Jameis gets the pass away. Crossing pass. Caught by Benjamin at the 30. He breaks a tackle to the 25. To the 20, 15, 10. He's inside the 10, 5. Touchdown FSU. Calvin Benjamin makes a catch. Breaks 3 tackles. And the no score of the game's first touchdown.
Chop it up, Seminoles.
The snap, good one, out of the gun. They run a stun up front. Winston cocks the arm, throws the pass upfield. It is caught. O'Leary's got it first down to the 30-yard, 1-yard line. Falls forward to the 29. Timeout, Florida State. We have scored in similar situations. He extends a blitzer. Winston throws to the far side. Got a receiver wide open. It's Benjamin. Touchdown FSU. He was wide open down the far sideline. Calvin Benjamin went blowing by Luchez Purifoy. Dropping his morning weapon. He's hit, knocked down, and the pass floats airborne. And he's hurt.
Go, nobody blew the whistle.
The ball is down. It's recovered by Telvin Smith, and the Seminoles have the ball at the 40. Is it a fumble or an incomplete pass? It's ruled a fumble football on the field. Formation, Winston takes the snap. Here comes some heat, gets the pass away. Caught, ball at the 25-yard line. Again, it's Calvin Benjamin. He is catching everything thrown his way. The hold by Beatty, the kick is away, and it is good again. Chad Abraham, Devontae Freeman, shotgun formation, dropping to throw out of the gun. Winston looking downfield, throws the ball downfield. He's got Benjamin deep at the 25, makes the catch over the shoulder at the 10-yard line. Remarkable diving catch, a 1-2 effort by number 1. Calvin Benjamin with a career best 108 in the first half, and he comes through with a huge play. Luchez Purifoy may change his name after today's game. Handoff running right, Devontae Freeman to the 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown FSU. Nick O'Leary with a tremendous block open to hold, big enough for all 3 of us to run through. You, me, and Andy Surratt. Touchdown Florida State, 26-0. Fowler, the snap to Winston, looks to the left side, throws a pass to the left side. It is caught by Calvin Benjamin. Touchdown FSU. Perfect throw by Winston over the shoulder to number 1. 3 touchdowns, Calvin Benjamin. What a day he's having in Gainesville. War chant going, Chiefs playing. Here's the snap, Morningweg on 4th down. He's going to run to his left. He will be hit and dropped. He did not get the first down. Kick is airborne, and it is good again. His 29-yard field goal gives Florida State a 37-7 lead. And the Florida State Seminoles go to the ACC Championship. It's 000 on the scoreboard. And the Florida State Seminoles have defeated Florida 37-7.
Championship season in review presented by Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere. Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Coach, you have the lead at the half, but you're not going to get the ball to start the third quarter. And one of the challenges in this game was getting the ball back from Boston College. Just talk a little bit about what they do offensively and how you have to try and match up and combat that.
First and foremost is patience. I mean, they're content. If you can make a 3-yard run, that's okay with them. If they make another 3-yard run or a 4-yard run, it's 3rd and 3, and then they're able to make the third one. And they just keep you off balance that way, and in the patience of just being able to pound it. And being being in green personnel, in other words, a lot of tight ends and a lot of backs on early downs and where you could be spread out and throwing the ball, and that makes you getting different things to do and how they run the power and the counter and to keep you diverse and just how they're, and the patience in which then they will spread out, run a jet sweep. And then the quarterback runs. That's the thing that really adds to it. And when a quarterback can run like that with the things they do, it makes it much tougher. Great kickoff. Berto kicked the ball off really well. This first drive, great job our defense coming out. We challenged at halftime to really be physical in the game. There was Eddie Goldman and Derek Mitchell and Mario Edwards. And this is the one that we have a great play right here. Second down, we get them pretty well contained. This third down scramble right here is the one that we could have pinned them back, and in turn we lose field position. And but we ended up getting a stop and getting a punt. We needed to get that 3rd and 10 stop. But they got one first down, then they hit a punt that hit and squirted down in there. Good job. See how much better our container. Great tackle. That's the way you tackle. Step on the toes, hit on the rise, and wrap up. Great job by P.J. Williams right there. That's Florida State tackling. Right there, great job by Jalen Ramsey on 3rd down on the stop. But see, we'd given up that one first down, which allowed us them to punt that ball, and then they pin us right here. Because Rashad wants to catch. It's a wet day. He starts to slip, so we tell him get away, and it rolls inside the 10-yard line. You get punished there, and that's a good job by them. We got to make that catch, and that's tough. Now we get a night. He gets tripped right here over his own guy. This ball is about to spit for a nice 10-yard gain right here and come out. Now we hit this play action. We get a first down action. They called a hands to the face and cost us. We were outside the 20 and moving the ball again. Now they covered the second down route on 3rd down. We got to get the route a little deeper right here, and Jameis comes up about 2 yards short on the scramble. Took a pretty good shot right there and in the head, and you can tell it caught him just for a second. But he got up and moved on. But here's a big-time punt by Kason Beatty. That's actually the first. We only had to punt twice in the game, and great punt and great coverage right here. Put him in a vice, got him between us. We got to make. I like to say it's a little more contact, but hit over a 50-yard punt right there. Now they're setting the edge. They get a little reverse pass, throw it back. We're in great shape here. We got to keep playing the ball. The guy about made it. We just got to run through the ball there by Tyler. He's in perfect position. Just got to play the ball. And Matthew Thomas, as you really look at the other angle, I couldn't tell from that. His shoulder is where he goes, and he turns his face. But, they made the call, and we got to be smart there. And great job here by Jalen setting the edge. But, again, it's 3 or 4 yards. 3 or 4 yards, and they just keep being paid. The penalty really hurt and where we're at. And they're trying to throw a swing route. Great play. Good coverage right here by Ronald Darby. I didn't think that was offensive pass interference. Their guy did a good job. It was just covered. That was just good coverage and good play. Now, the deflected ball got our guys to go one way where the play was being blocked, and the quarterback just ran it back the other way and but sometimes you get breaks like that. Ball bounces your way when you play hard. Great job here by Terrence and PJ keeping leverage on the ball and tackling. Really good job. Got to keep being physical. They run a little inside zone play, and then the quarterback keeps it. Fake the inside zone, and blocked it out there. Our backer had to scrape and make the play, and he went inside with the fake, and we'd had the perfect play. We'd had the perfect defense on, but they pulled it and read it and go. And we come back, we start moving the ball, hit Nick here on a nice over route. Again, very similar to the one he caught earlier in the game for a touchdown. Nick was doing a good job in the man coverage, working through things. Play action again. Jameis again finding an outlet in the flat. That's what he did all day. Knew where his guys were, staying in positive down and distances. Here we get a little naked play, and Dalvin Cook coming on the back end just gets a little 5 or 6 yard gain, and we started being patient. In that rain, you got to make sure the ball's great catch right here by 80. Very similar to the route we had picked earlier in the game, but we got open that time. We got a little more separation, and James, look at that, fighting that pain. Great job by him. Now this is the one I did think was, I thought they were bumping him, but hey, they called it. It's not a call. We got to move on. We missed a field goal there. Very, very uncharacteristic because we come right back on this play. On 3rd down. Jameis does a good job avoiding the sack right there. We got beat on the pressure and had an over route for a big play, but they got pressure on that particular one. But I thought our offensive line really did a nice job in the game. I thought they did for the most part on protection. We had a back miss one time, but we're playing much better up front. Good pressure here by Eddie. Great throw by them. They just got it up and down and got it out in the flat and just keep moving that ball, being patient. Here's a fake that jet sweep and then inside zone play. Good play by DeMarcus Walker, staying at home and staying disciplined. They were trying to run a quarterback run again. But that's the thing about that. That's like that old all that stuff is really like old wishbone. You remember when the wishbone guys used to put that ball on the ground sometimes? There's a lot of ball handling involved. A great job here by Rashad. He gets in that ball in the air this time. Then he gets around. He picks up 6 yards, but hey, it's a lot better than rolling for 20 more. And we start moving the ball. Jameis right here on the low. The ball got tipped. I got on. I didn't realize until I saw the film. Then we pop a run right here for 20. Great job. If we get this block getting cut right there, just step on his toes a little more, 23, Freddie, and we can get out the gate. Yes, we had pressure, and and it was a holding call. We went for a shot play, and it was the backside pressure actually forced a hold on the front side. And Jameis had ran out there for a 10-yard gain, but then this is a critical play we missed right here. Now we got the post route wide open, and 3 just got to make that play. I mean, that's a play that Bobo generally makes. Great read by Jameis, great throw, and got open. And then right here, we got to make this play. So we got to keep making that play right there, and then we had a first down on that one. And that's 2 critical drops in the game. We had 4 critical drops in the game. 3 of them really were big drops. But a great punt by Casey Beatty, pins him inside the 10. Great play by Mario. We got him 3rd and long. Now here's the bad part about this next play. They run the ball and pop it out of there. We have it played perfectly. And we wad it up. We're all playing it. And look, we're all perfect. And the ball, we lose the edge where he squeezes it back inside just at the second. And they bounce it out late off a delay after being bumped and knocked back and get a first down. And we got to stay on the edge. We just didn't keep contained right there. Great play by Jalen Ramsey. And this whole drive started. We could have got the ball back right there. The first quarter and the fourth quarter, both teams only had the ball 1 time. This is a 3rd and 8. We got to stay in our rush lanes. They get a scramble. We had 5 men, had all the lanes taken. We got greedy and got out of it. Quarterback run again, 6 yards. Fake those jet sweeps, which was very effective. They keep moving down the field. And they popped it up inside. Great tackle right there by Nate Andrews. Save a touchdown. And they keep moving the ball. They keep moving the ball. They're doing a good job. They ran midline. They run midline up there in what they were doing. Very tough to defend. Now, they run a little trick play here, and they got it to a point. And LaMarcus Brutus gets back on the backside, goes up, makes the play. Terrence had the guy man-to-man. He actually got beat. PJ was recovered and tried to help. And again, 3rd and long, we get a blitz. Good play by Eddie Goldman and Terrence Smith right there. And then they miss a field goal. We both missed field goals in the game. I think they ate the whole clock. It was 4 minutes and something left. Now this is the time for our offense, to make a big-time clutch drive. And seems like we're able to do that when we have to. Great. This is a key play. We blocked the play, but they got penetration. Carlos, to me, maybe the key play of the drive right here. The first play, bouncing it, bringing it back to the other side of the field for an 11-yard gain, which was tremendous. That got us off on a good start. Again, Jameis being patient here, not looking down the field. Okay, let's just take 5 or 6 yards out here in the flat to Dalvin. Let's just keep moving the ball. Now we get a little short yardage play. Carlos really running that football hard on short yardage. Great job up front. Freddie Stevens, the whole offensive line doing a great job. Jameis here. Rashad and him just on the same page. Running across the route, sees him get flushed, breaks the route off scramble rules, gets an open play. We had a penalty right there, which is very crucial. Then we come back and pick a backside slant route up again. And Rashad, now we're around that 30-yard line. We're starting to feel good. 2 minutes to go. Tremendous run right there by Dalvin Cook. Now we get inside that 25. Now, hey, we got the best field goal kicker in America. Let's just keep running that football, eating the clock, and centering that ball, and eventually get it centered up, or pop a run right here and score. And right here, that's the first true game-winning kick Roberto's ever had. At the end of the game, and tremendous job by him. Tremendous job by our whole offense, in my opinion. Running, throwing the ball, eating the clock up, and taking the game as we did and made the field goal. Great job by those guys. Good hold right there, also by Casey Bay, and snap by Stephen Gabbard, a true freshman in the rain. I'm going to tell you what, Steve is he's a heck of a guy, heck of a football coach, and have a lot of respect for him and what he does.
Yeah, it was a great game plan by them. Let's just set up that your thought process, I guess, on that the last few plays there. I mean, what yard line were you trying to get to?
Once we got to that 25-yard line where it was a 42-yard field goal, again, I felt we could have made that field goal outside of that. But I know I felt very comfortable in the rain with the snap where he didn't have to, try to emphasize kicking it harder where his foot would slip on that ground or anything. I felt very comfortable there. And once we got inside there, we wanted to be patient, getting the best run plays we could, eat the clock, and try to take the game at the same time. But keep moving it down. We're trying to score a touchdown. But I felt very comfortable once we got into that range right there with the rain and everything. And we were able to do that and manage the ball over to the middle of the field. And we work on that a lot. I mean, those are things that we work on, and you don't ever know when they're going to be popped up, in a game for you to be able to use. And our kids execute it beautifully, and then we were able to make the kick and, of course, win the game.
Well, and that kick is the big play of the second half brought to us by Xfinity. And it was, you just mentioned it, and Roberto said this after the game, it's the first game-winning kick he's had in his career. But when you got a guy that's that talented, you have all the confidence in the world.
It is. But it's amazing. Sometimes when guys get in that situation, they've never been there, they start worrying about the outcome of the kick. And that's what Roberto, don't worry about it. Just do the process, do it like it's every other kick in practice. And he kept his head. Until a guy's in that situation, you really don't know what he's going to do. we know what Roberto's going to do. Yes. And the snapper and the holder, which was very critical.
20-17, the final score. Florida State makes it 27 in a row, and that's back-to-back unbeaten seasons in the ACC. Congratulations on that as well, Coach. That's not easy to do in any conference. All right, we all know who's up next. It is the big rivalry showdown with the Florida Gators, and we'll talk about that matchup and preview it for you when we return on the Jimbo Fisher Show. Inside the Helmet is presented by Nissan.
My name is Marquez White. I'm from Dothan, Alabama. My position is defensive back, and I'm a sophomore.
Looking upfield, throws it upfield, and it's intercepted. Picked off again at the 41-yard line. FSU football, and the Noles have it. We're back in business.
Some of my earliest memories of playing football, me and all my friends that I grew up with, we all played City League, and I remember we ended up going undefeated like 3 years in a row. Like, nobody scored on us at my whole City League career. Just really learning the love of the game at a young age. I did baseball when I was little. That was actually my first sport I ever played. My mom was always like I was too little to play football, and I wasn't really into basketball. But then just watching the NBA people and watching college basketball, I fell in love with basketball at a younger age, and then picked up with basketball because I had a house full of brothers that played. So I was like, I don't want to be the one that's not playing football. Playing two sports on a collegiate level, I'm not saying it's hard, but it's challenging. Just the mental and physical aspect of it. Just knowing, and then I got to go to school too, and then still having I couldn't sacrifice basketball for football or football for basketball. I had to do both of them pretty much at the same time. But I feel like the experience is something that a lot of people don't get to experience, and I feel like I'm blessed to be able to have that opportunity. The Clemson game, that game was crazy. Like, it was so crazy. And then, of course, the championship game. Just know what we went through, and me just being a freshman, just seeing how the seniors, how hard they pushed us, how hard they pushed the team, how they challenged the coaches challenged us, how it was really family based. And I feel like that's one thing different here than a lot of other schools. It's really family based, and then you can tell it's a real genuine love for the person next to you. I've been playing piano since I was 5. I actually played at churches and stuff. Just growing up, it was like a gift. I don't know how it happened. I could play. I learned playing by ear, so I can play any song I hear just about. And I just pick it up and just start playing. I remember my first Florida State game was the Oklahoma game when they played here when we was ranked 5 and Oklahoma was ranked number 1, and something like that. And I was here on a basketball visit, and then I come to the game. I was like, this is before I was getting recruited in football. No coaches knew my name. I was just like, I love to play football at Florida State, and I feel like that's why I really ended up coming here. Just the way it worked out, things just seemed like. And then coming here and winning the championship my freshman year. Just learning from the people around me. I feel like it's really a blessing.
Inside the Helmet is presented by Nissan.
They won a couple football games and the U back. Couple football games, not a U back. We done dropped 25 straight on them. 26 tonight. Let's go get it. Y'all still ain't getting the respect. This is our state. Let's represent. Do what we do. But all that, remember this. This is us. Let's have fun right now. Here we go, baby. Hey! No, Jack! D-Runner! No, Jack! D-Runner!
The Canes continue to deliver big plays. It's 23-7. Canes will take a knee and head to the locker room with a 23-10 lead in their house.
kickoff, get a stop, offense go score. It's a ball game and we on, okay? Get yourself, hey. Are we on?
Yes, sir.
Are you together?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
Do we love, trust, and believe in each other?
Yes, sir.
Do we love, trust, and believe in each other?
Yes, sir.
See a little, see a lot.
See a lot.
See nothing. Let's go. Come on, get in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ain't no time to panic here. It's time to execute. Hey, execution on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Execution.
Come on.
Will get the snap with the second rep. Looks, fires over the middle. It is caught ball. Touchdown, Carlos Williams. You got to have some luck. Pass deflected into the air, and Carlos picked it off and took it to the promised land. Goodness, on third down and goal from the 12, the Noles get a huge break.
Hey, way to go.
Cook makes a tackle. He breaks a tackle inside the 15, 10-3 to the 5. Touchdown FSU. Dalvin Cook's second touchdown, and the Noles lead for the first time of the game with 3:05 remaining.
That's it, baby. You told us you got us, boy.
Chip for your brother. Chip for your brother, man. Chip for your brother. Chip for your brother.
Biggest play of the game right now for the Canes. Here's the snap. Here comes some pressure. Here comes gets the pass away. Seamra intercepted. Picked off by Ramsey. Slides down. Game is going to be won by your Florida State Seminoles.
You do what you want to do in respect to the goals that you want to accomplish. You can do it. Success is never final. Keep working hard, okay, guys? Thank you very much.
Welcome back, Florida State, Florida. It's the Share a Little Sunshine Showdown, Coach, the annual rivalry between Seminoles and Gators, and it's really all I need to say.
Yeah, I don't know if there's sunshine on the field.
Well, there certainly wasn't this past week.
No, but Florida has got a very good team. They're a very talented football team. They're playing extremely well on defense. They got big backs, can run it. The new quarterback is very athletic, has a good rate, can run the football or throw it, and have playmakers outside. And they can run on special teams. So it's a typical Florida team. They played well last week and won 52-3, I believe. They'll be coming in here, ears laid back, ready to play, and we're going to have to play a great game.
Well, and that's the thing, and you guys have taken it one game at a time all season long,
Yes.
and I know you still feel, even though we're 3/4 of the way through the season, if you want to look at it that way, there's still a lot of room for your team to grow, and you really challenged your team to get back to focusing more on the details and take care of business this week.
Really did. Very efficient on offense. Defense we bent, didn't break, and had some good things we did. Special teams, I was really proud. I thought we played really well on special teams this past week, but there's always growth. You can never be content with good enough being good enough, and we have a lot of room to grow, and these kids are doing that, but at the same time staying resilient.
Yeah, you said they're going to come in, laid back and ears pinned back. We know the situation with Coach Muschamp, who you know very well, obviously, and so I mean it's his last game, and they're going to put it all on the line for him.
No doubt, they're going to play hard because any time I've ever been around, well, his teams compete. They play extremely hard to be well coached. And like I say, those kids like him, they love him, and they're going to play hard for him.
It's a 3:30 kickoff, Florida State and Florida this weekend to wrap up the regular season at Doak Campbell Stadium, and we certainly hope to see you there at the stadium on Saturday. We'll take a break, come back with some final thoughts here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
Our look ahead is presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. Register at NolesContest.com for a chance to be the official photographer of the game.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Television Show. Jonathan Schlacey alongside nutritionist Katie Messick. We're going to talk about swapping out your fast foods. And we have a big board here. Obviously, time is precious for people. They just love to go through the drive-thrus and just pick up something quick. But what can you do instead?
We really want to focus on different things to kind of swap out. Really looking at what is it made out of, how it's cooked, and what your beverage choice is. So when we look at something like a fast food joint where a lot of things are fried for convenience, maybe they have a grilled option for the sandwich, maybe they have a salad option for the side, and the real big pitfall that usually people fall into is that beverage.
When you look at a fast food menu, sometimes they have those healthier choices, but they're not always the healthiest choice?
Yes, not at all. So a lot of times if they're taking something away, they're probably going to put something back in it that will increase the savoriness or the tastefulness, or people will still want to buy it. So really watching out for those low carb options that are advertised, and seeing if they're replacing it with another fat source or another sort of sugar source. So we really just want to look for something that's whole grain and possibly a grilled option, and then really looking at the dressing.
All right, so obviously a grilled chicken is a good option, but what else are you looking for on that fast food menu?
A side. Maybe they have a baked potato side. Maybe they have a salad side, or even a soup side. A lot of these restaurants are being very more health conscious, and they want to provide to the public. So they have good options. You just have to really look for them. So a lot of times I'll encourage a person to go, be prepared before you go, read the menu so you make an educated decision, and also don't be afraid to modify things. If the option's not there for you, ask and see if they can't remove maybe the sauce and put something different on that sandwich.
Can you explain a little bit of this board? What do the different bags mean?
Yeah, so if you look at this meal right here, this is the fat content, and this represents how much fat is in this meal. And then this white is the sugar content. So if it's the beverage that they chose is going to have this amount of sugar, we just kind of reduce it, maybe change it to a water or no sugar added beverage. It'll take the sugar right away. When we look into the fat content, the fat sources are going to be the cheese and the sour cream in this Mexican meal. But maybe we can reduce, either maybe add in some avocados, as that's going to promote the nutrition content, and maybe take away the sour cream. They both have a creamy content, so that should help, and the fat content will go away also.
What are some of the better options and better places to go to if you're going to do a drive-thru?
Yeah, thankfully a lot of these places are now providing that grilled option or that baked or steamed option to kind of give you a healthier option. Chick-fil-A has been always really great. They do provide a lower calorie lemonade with a grilled sandwich, and they always have a soup and salad option. Same thing with Subway. We all know that Subway can be very beneficial, but also has its pitfalls. So really focusing on that lean meat with lots of vegetables. They provide avocados and green peppers and cucumbers that you all can load on your sandwiches, and that's really one of the best options.
When you look at, is it better to not have a sandwich and just get a chicken, or where do you see the best options being?
Yeah, so you want to continue with making sure all your food groups are present. So a lot of times they'll put it like Chick-fil-A has a whole grain bun on their grilled chicken sandwich. So you have a carbohydrate, you have a protein, and what you're missing are the vegetables. So maybe that's when you plug in that side salad, and not only are you increasing the nutritional value, but you're also saving yourself some calories.
Would you say that it's better maybe to get a meal then than just get a couple sandwiches as you go through?
Absolutely, just to make sure all the nutritional value is intact in that meal, and you're really providing your body with the nutrition that it needs.
Well, you definitely want to go into the drive-thru menu with an idea in mind before you go. If you want more tips, make sure you log on to Seminoles.com. We have great pamphlets that you need to look at. We'll see you guys next time.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. This obviously football's a terrific team sport, but you do see individuals set records and have accolades. And ironically, the guy who's setting them all this year is a guy who could care less about any of the individual honors.
Exactly right.
Talking about Rashad Green, who set another record and took Ron Sellers or bumped him down one spot, which is saying something.
Really, and again, tribute to Ron, how long that record lasts with all the great receivers and the way they throw the football in the modern day compared to back. Now, I know Florida State threw it, but still, those records that last the amount of time over 40 years, what Ron did is amazing. But if you have anybody break him, as a quality gentleman and represents Florida State in the right way, Rashad Green, and be the all-time catch leader now, the all-time yardage leader, and does it within the team concept, and only wants attention if it makes his team win. Mm-hmm. And he makes plays at big moments. And like I told the media guys, no offense, he would just as well go home and not have to talk to you. But he is a great guy to talk to. I mean, he doesn't have to have that. He's the ultimate person to have on your team.
He's got a shot at the single season reception and yardage marks too, depending on how this year plays out. Well, Coach, it's Thanksgiving week. I know we certainly want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. How does that change anything? Does it change anything for your schedule this week, getting ready for the big showdown?
We'll make a little. We'll have our kids over hopefully on Wednesday night to all have a big Thanksgiving dinner at each individual coach's house, and then we'll have a big Thanksgiving dinner the afternoon of Thanksgiving. We may move practice up a little bit Thursday in preparation because it is a time to give thanks, and football is important, but so is the thanks in our families, and to me that's what makes us all go around. We always tell our kids love's the reason for the fight, and that's your family and friends are number one.
Well, well said, especially in light of the circumstances at Florida State University over the last week. So happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. We will see you at Doak Campbell Stadium on Saturday at 3:30, and we will have the highlights for you right here next week on the Jimbo Fisher Show.